Hi guys, I'm back to read chapter 10. Yesterday when I rang, Avon had met Connor, who has Tourette's, and they kind of made a plan to eat lunch together the next day, or not eat lunch, but hang out in the library the next day. So I'm really happy that Avon has a friend. And I've got Stella right here next to me. She's snoozing. She snores quite loud, so that might happen today. Chapter 10. On Sunday afternoon, I wrote another blog post. When you have a malformation, yuck, I hate that word, like I do, you definitely have to deal with the usual looks. The most popular look I get is the one I like to call the I'm so cool nothing phases me, not even your missing arms look. These are the people who pretend they don't notice my missing arms. You could also call this the sure, I'm totally used to seeing people with no arms look, or the I have tons of armless friends look. These people are just way too blasé about it. I mean, come on, you really don't notice my missing arms? Because I can tell you do, by how you refuse to look at my torso like the whole sun is sitting on my chest. Just go ahead and look, for goodness sake. Look and ask questions if you want. These people try way too hard. Then there's the look I like to call, oh my gosh, I'm staring at your armless area. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Now I'm staring. No, I'm not. These are the people I can clearly see staring at me out of the corner of my eye, but as soon as I look at them, they look away. Seriously, people, you're not fooling anyone. Just keep on staring. It's okay to be curious. Everyone is. There's also the dreaded pity look, the, oh, you poor thing with no arms look. These people not only look at me, but they give me a pitifully sad smile when I make eye contact with them. They should save those looks for starving, homeless orphans. Being armless isn't that bad. And then there is the worst look of all. I have to deal with it because it almost always comes from little kids who haven't learned manners yet. It's the, I can't stop staring at you because you're a freak look. Sometimes these looks end in screams and kids running away. Can you imagine a kid looking at you and running away? That would be so hard. I stopped typing. The post sounded all lighthearted and ha-ha funny, but I didn't write that I ignore these looks to the best of my ability. I didn't write that I pretend they don't bother me, but even after 13 years of seeing them, they still hurt. I also didn't write that the last time I got one of those looks was just the day before while I was grocery shopping with Mom. Mom likes to take me grocery shopping with her. She says it's because I need to learn how to grocery shop on my own. But I really think it's because she likes having a child slave to command. So Mom basically makes me handle all the groceries in the store. I have to get the canned tomatoes from the bottom shelf, the soy sauce from the top shelf. I'm so flexible, you would blow your mind. The cereal from the middle shelves, the bag of apples from the produce department. We go with bagged produce, so I'm not putting my feet all over the fresh food in front of people. And yes, even the rotisserie chicken. The rotisserie chicken was sort of a disaster, but that's not the point of this story. The fact that it takes us 3 hours to grocery shop isn't the point either. Sometimes I just wish Mom had some other hobby besides teaching Avon how to do stuff. So I was in the cereal aisle trying to slide this box of Corn Puffs out from the shelf with my foot. I had just finally gotten it wedged between my head and shoulder, but I stood up and turned to drop it into the cart. I caught this little girl standing in the aisle giving me the dreaded, I can't stop staring at you because you're a freak look. I stared back at her for a moment. You got a problem with Corn Puffs? I said. Her mom's head shot up from reading the label on a box of instant oatmeal. She saw what was going on and grabbed her cart and her daughter and scurried away. I acted all cool, like I couldn't have cared less about it, but I still remember it happening. I remember it every time it happens. When I was done writing my post, Dad asked me to help him put some fresh paint on the flat wooden pictures standing by the front entrance of the park, the kind with the cutouts people can stick their heads through for photographs. I seriously doubted anyone took pictures with the faded wooden figures, but I agreed to go with him because I'm such a good daughter.